Yeah, they would. Any sign, like language is a sign, right? So it's symbolic of something. It's pointing us to something. Language is pointing us to an interior thought that we have, and it's expressed as a sign. That's typically how it's understood, and then that sign can be communicated to other people. It can be shared as long as we agree upon the parameters of language, which this is like language game stuff in Wittgenstein. But yeah, I think the idea of what Barfield is saying is the connection between the type of language we're using and the way there is a connection between the language we use in the way that we see things. And he also is not alone in this. I think you see this in modern philosophy, that this attempt to bring everything within the bounds of reason actually says we can't have poetic language involved in this.
I see.
So it's limited to begin with. It's circular, is what someone like Hamann would argue, the guy that wrote the Metacritique of Kant, that like modern philosophy in its sundering from, this is my view, theology, has to do with the rejection of kind of worshipful poetic language. So it's a syllogistic. I mean, the philosophers out there are probably wanting to murder me for saying that so simply.
Well, there's not many watching, so you're okay.
Yeah, you're right. But what I mean by that is it starts with the premise that there's a certain kind of cutoff to our language. And this has to be referential language. It has to be objective language. And then